How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer coming at you with another video. Now, the audio might not be the best in this video because the microphone is pretty far away from me because I've got some stuff in front of me that I want to show off. So, quick video, quick pickups video, if you will. Now, a couple of days ago, I was visiting my mother and she picked me up this VHS here. Clint Eastwood, Charlie Sheen, The Rookie. Have not seen this one before, and I'm a huge fan of Clint Eastwood. And you know what? Charlie Sheen, say what you want about him. He was a really good actor back in the 80s. He was really good. So, yeah, price tag is still on there. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Love me some VHS. And then yesterday I was out buying a new shovel at Crappy Tire, Canadian Tire. And they had some Hot Wheels on a peg at the back of the store. And I'm a sucker for the limited edition Hot Wheels. And this one, I had to pick it up. This is the E46, I believe. M5 BMW. Circa 2002, 2003 era. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I had to pick it up. So there's five cars in this series. It looks like there might be a Nissan. And there's a AMG Hammer Mercedes-Benz, an early pre-AMG Mercedes merger car, and a blue Porsche 944. But this is the one that I picked up here, the 2001 BMW M5 E46. Pretty cool stuff. Now the next thing I want to talk about, I went out on a little bit of a road trip today, not too far, about an hour away. I actually met up with one of my subscribers. I met him today, really good guy. We had a real good time shooting the shit. Before I met up with him, I had a $100 gift card that I needed to use at a specific shopping center in Quebec. However, there was no GameStop in the mall, if you could believe it. So I was not able to pick up RoboCop Rogue City. Womp womp. So I used the gift card. I picked up a new winter jacket and a new wallet. You know, it's funny we talk about wallets. You know, we're getting to the point now where you can have pretty well all your cards digitalized on your phone, right? So it's going to get to a point where we're not even going to use. You're not going to carry your wallet in your pocket anymore. So we're not quite there yet, but eventually we're going to get to that point, right? And then your phone is going to lose its charge, or it's going to break, or you're going to lose it, and then you won't have a wallet, right? So after I got done at the shopping center, I hate fucking going into malls. I looked up, maybe there's another game store nearby where I can pick up Rogue City, and a little hole in the wall, little boutique retro video game store popped up in the vicinity. It was actually right across from the mall. And I went over there. Unfortunately, I was not able to film inside the store. This was one of the best retro video game stores I have ever been in. It was super clean, extremely organized. Yes, the prices were it's typical when you go into a store like that. They pretty much had everything, almost everything. A huge selection of PS1 games. I didn't pick up any PS1 games. But it was really cool. It's almost like you were in a library. You go to the back of the store and they had these huge bookshelves. Kind of like, you can't see it, but I have a shelf here. And all the games were alphabeticalized. Is that how you say it? And all the games were really clean. And all the prices were on the spine. And I was in there for I don't even know how long. I was in there for an hour and a half, just looking at all the games, taking my time. So I've already talked about this, but I kind of have to be picky, choosy when I'm in these boutique stores for a couple of reasons. The first reason is I pretty much have everything that I kind of need or want as far as the original Xbox, PS2. The Xbox 360, and I guess the PS3 to a certain extent is concerned. I have everything I pretty much need, but oftentimes there's a few titles here and there that I don't have that I'll pick up. One of them, and I didn't pick it up. I think they had it. I didn't pick it up. One of them I wanted to get for the 360 was the Saboteur. I still need to pick that one up, but I didn't pick it up today. The store also had a copy of Ferrari Challenge for the PS3. I already have the game for the PS2, and they had, if I can grab it here, this was $8, so it was cheap, but they had it for the PS3 for $18. But I kind of liked the PS2 version, to be honest with you, so I didn't bother to upgrade it. They had a loose cart of Green Dog. Mine's pretty pooched, but the thing is, I don't like the game enough to upgrade the cart, so I left that as it is. They had a complete in-box copy of Stormlord. That's a rare game. I have a loose cart that I paid over $50 for on eBay last year, and they had Stormlord complete in box, and it was like $35. That was a really good price. I was contemplating picking that up, but I already have it, right? But it was cool to see that complete in box. They had Chi-Chi's Pro Challenge Golf complete in box. A lot of really cool Sega Genesis games complete in box. A really good selection. I have to go back. That's going to be my go-to store going forward. It was really cool. I went through the what they had for Sega Genesis games. They had a lot of, obviously the loose carts were in like a glass cabinet for obvious reasons. But a lot of the most of the box Genesis games were actually up on the shelf where you could actually take a look at the box. And but they didn't really have anything that really piqued my interest, like I said. However, I was still able to pick up a few little niche what am I trying to say here? Games that mean something to me, but maybe not to the average person that's in the store looking for a specific title. Like I said, they had a lot of the heavy hitters. A lot of the, man, I can't talk today. There are specific titles for the 360 and the PS3 and like the OG Xbox now that are just like, for whatever reason, these stores are asking like a lot of money, like $70, $80, $90, $100, $120. We're talking games that I already have that they're asking a lot of money for. A lot of them are, the survival horror games, but not even. Some of them are just like Lollipop Chainsaw and a couple other ones I'm staring at here. So I don't know. It's a weird time to collect. One console I do want to, I got the games over here actually, talk about is the PS4. I bought a PS4 Pro and I don't mind it, but like I find every time I go to these stores and I look at the wall of games for the PS4, I don't really see anything that piques my interest. And that says a lot because a lot of people back when the PS4 was red hot was talking about how the PS4 had what the Xbox One didn't have, and that was exclusives and all these titles and stuff. But I don't know. Every time I go to the store, I don't see anything for the PS4 that is like a must-have. They had a really nice steelbook for The Witcher 3 for the PS4. It was a nice-looking steelbook, and I had it in my hand. But like I'm not a big fan of The Witcher 3. I had it on the Xbox when it came out, and I fucking traded it in, got rid of it. I sold it on, I don't know, I think I sold it on Kijiji. So there's no reason to buy that just because the steelbook's nice. Anyways, that being said, wow, diarrhea of the mouth today. Let me show you what I picked up. So the first thing I picked up here, let's see, a very obscure PS2 game, and that is Gun Club. Check that out. That is badass. Look at that cover. That's awesome. And I think I paid $10 for this. Maybe $8. Gun Club. You know those Crave titles. Diamond in the Rough. Hidden Gem. For $25, I've been looking for this game for a couple of years, so I picked it up. And that is Coro... How do you pronounce it? Corpocorina? I will just call it Marble Saga for the Nintendo Wii. There is a sequel on the Wii as well, or this might be the sequel. Yeah, I've been looking for this for a long time. It's kind of like a Marble Madness kind of game. So you control the marble with the Wii remote, and the marble's going along an obstacle. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck's he talking about? But you'd have to see it. It looks really good. Metal Jesus swears by it. One of the more expensive games on the Wii. So here it is. I have it. And that's CIB. Now this store, when you buy a game or anything, whether it be a peripheral, a game, I always like saying that word, peripheral. They were putting, the laminated. I've never seen a game store do this. They put like a laminated, kind of like I don't know how to say it. I'm not quite sure the word. Their own branded sticker on each game disc. And like you'd have to peel it off when you got home. And that's what I did when I got home. I peeled off all the stickers. So I guess it's like a lenticular sticker. It's really cool looking, but it's like I didn't ask for you to put that on my game. And it's a pain in the ass. I had to get the Goo Gone out, peel these stickers off that they're putting on all the games. But I guess they put it on there so they can see what comes back into the store that they might have sold, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, the next thing I picked up here, I'm a big fan of the Myst games. I've talked about it before on the channel. And I beat the original Myst recently. I beat it back in the day when I was a kid, but I beat it recently again. And Riven, never beat it. Really good game. There's a remake coming out of Riven. Should be coming out next year, I believe. Myst 4 Revelation for the Xbox, for the OG Xbox. I played this and I beat this maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. It was awesome. I thought this was a lot of fun. A really cool story. Actually, I didn't beat it. I got right to the very end. And I was kind of using a walkthrough to get through the game. So sue me. And there's a puzzle at the end of the game. And the only way you can solve the puzzle is if you write down like a specific code that you get earlier on in the game. And it's specific to every playthrough. It's randomized. And I couldn't go back to get it. So when you're using the walkthrough, it doesn't give you the code that you need because the walkthrough can't give you the code. It's randomized. So I wasn't able to actually technically beat the game. I got right to the end. Couldn't put the final code in. So I had to watch the ending on YouTube. Nonetheless, this was really good. And I actually went back and played Myst 3 Exile. Again, these games are actually Ubisoft games, believe it or not. They weren't done by Cyan Entertainment, the original Rob and what's the other guy's name? Rand Miller. But these are really good. They're really good. And this one here, I got pretty far into it and I got stumped on a puzzle. It's difficult. It's difficult. If you've ever played these games, you know what I'm talking about. But I want to see it through. I really want to see this through. So for, I think it was $10, I was able to pick up the Myst 3 Exile Prima Strategy Guide. Really cool. Not a huge strategy guide either. So this store had a plethora of strategy guides. I had a Quake 4 strategy guide in my hand. I had a Doom 3 strategy guide in my hand. I had to put those back. Because I can beat those games without a strategy guide. But this one, no. I need this to be able to beat Myst 3. So you guys are laughing right now watching this. This is really important to me. This is really, 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 really important. So yeah, excited to go back and play Myst 3 when I get a chance. Now let me pull the mic a little bit closer here. So when I was walking out of the store, I took one more walk around to see if I missed anything. I asked, I said, do you guys have 32X by chance? He's like, no, we don't have any 32X consoles at the moment. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head because I don't have the list in front of me. What other games am I looking for? Still looking for Max Payne for the Game Boy Advance. Can't find it. They didn't have it at the store. I go to the front of the store. This was $45 and I've wanted this for a long time and I picked it up. It's more of a want than a need. And that is the Sega Genesis Arcade Power Stick. Here it is, right there. Mint condition. Awesome. I didn't want the 6-button variant. I wanted the 3-button. This is an amazing joystick. Feels just right. And it's actually got a metal base. You will never see a quality joystick like this in the modern era. So this is awesome. This is a big deal to me. I really wanted to have this. I really did. You guys don't even know how badly I wanted this. So as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. It's awesome. It is so awesome. I am so happy to have this in the collection. This is a conversation piece. Oh my god. I'm telling you, they don't make quality products like this anymore. This is quality. I feel like I could throw this across the room and it's not going to break. Like, it is rock solid. And the other reason why I picked it up, it's, like I said, it's in mint condition. There's no scrapes on it, no scuffs. It looks like it's brand spanking new. So, I don't know. I'm just really over the moon with this, the metal base. I'm just really happy. I don't even think the Super NES got an arcade stick of this quality, this magnitude, if you will. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of that. So I spent a little over $100 at the store. And wow, we're already at the 17-minute mark. I better hustle here. So I went over after that and I visited a subscriber of the channel. And like Megadan29 said on his channel, sometimes you got to get out and meet some of these people. And there's a lot of nice people out there in the community. So the gentleman that I met today, he's a real nice guy. He shot the shit for about an hour and a half. And it wasn't all gaming related. And it was a pleasure to meet him. And I look forward to hanging out with him again. We're probably going to hit up that game store and go grab a bite to eat. So, yeah, good times all around. And so what I did for him, oh, whoa! Dry throat. Oh, my God. I forgot to bring up a beer. I gave him a red Xbox 360 Resident Evil 5 controller, which is a controller that came with the RE5, the arcade Xbox 360 that was red in color. Now, just to go back to that store for a minute, they had the same controller that I paid $6 for, that Resident Evil Xbox 360 controller. They were selling it at that store for $70. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the markup at these places, you know what I mean? They're trying to make money. It's a business, right? So that's crazy, though, $70. And I gave my friend the spare poster, spare Starfield poster. So, and in return, I didn't ask for this, but he was gracious to give me a few things here. He gave me Wreckfest for the Xbox One. So that's cool. I've never played this. I've heard about it. I've never played it. I had Flatout for the PS4, I think I did. Flatout 5, Flatout 4, made by the same company. But I've never played Wreckfest, so that's cool. Thank you for that. And he also gave me this. This is probably going to resonate with a lot of you guys out there that are probably a couple of years younger than me. But this is the, I guess, the definitive Xbox compilation soundtrack for the original Xbox. A few of you out there probably remember this disc. I think it's 2 discs, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of big name artists of the day on here. So he cracked the jewel case, I guess, yesterday as he was digging this out. But that's okay. I've got spare jewel cases. Yeah, so you can see the Xbox. Yeah, soundtrack 1. Look how cool that is. That is cool. That's really awesome of him to do that. And there's a second disc in there as well, as you can see. So, yeah. Wow, old school. Old school. It'd be cool to put this on the original Xbox. It says parental advisory on the front as well. That's hilarious. So that's cool stuff. Right on. So that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this pickups video. It was only supposed to be a 10-minute video. Now it's 20 minutes long. So for those who stuck around to the end, I really do appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on these pickups? I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.